Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Andrew G, and welcome to episode 38. 38, goddamn, of my podcast, The Public Affair. First of all, thank you guys so much for helping me get this episode to number 38. A big shout out to Rogue Media Network and my producer, Mike Hamilton, for making everything happen. You're the best, staying up all kinds of hours editing the show and then sending them to me all early in the morning. Love it so much. Of course, before we get started, I definitely want to give a shout out to a few of our sponsors of The Public Affair that helped make this episode happen. Of course, let's start off with my boy Juan Arjon with Arjon Painting. He's a family-owned local paint company that specializes in residential homes, both interior and exterior. He offers the best quality guarantee. And so if you need your home painted, I don't know why you're going to call anybody else outside of my boy Juan Arjon. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. Of course, to Marcos Cordero at Midway Nutrition. He's located on Hewitt Drive. He has meal replacement shakes with tons of different flavors. So if you're looking for a little bit more of a healthier lifestyle, make sure you hit up my boy Marcos Cordero at Midway Nutrition. They also look out for Waco Nutrition and Energy, which is located on Spate. Thank you so much for sponsoring The Public Affair. Of course, to my boy Frank Biza with B&J Refinishing. He focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality. Offers 5-year warranty on most work and has the best prices in town. And Frank's not stopping there because he also has Co-Town Tint, which is a mobile tint and detailing business. He offers the best high quality film and products and will be all competitive prices. So make sure if you guys need any of that stuff done, you hit up my boy Frank Biza with Co-Town Tint and B&J Refinishing. Thank you so much for sponsoring The Public Affair. Of course, to Jeffrey Monreal with Boyle Box and Audio. He focuses on installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. Also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and much more. He's kind of a jack of all trades, and I love me some Jeffrey Monreal. Thank you so much for sponsoring. David Santabanez with Alinea Real Estate. He's the #1 sales agent in his office. He'll help you buy a home or sell your home. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea or call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. Of course, to Joe Olvera with Four Brothers Construction. He provides custom home designs and renovations. He also focuses on plumbing, roofing, tree removal, electrical work, and so much more. So make sure you call the number on the screen with my boy Joe Olvera. Thank you so much. And to one of my new sponsors, Miss Destiny Stead with Destiny's Desires. She's a local foodie giving her review and about local owned food places, the good and the bad. So make sure you follow at Destiny's Desires on Facebook to get the best reviews about a restaurant near you. She's serving it all the truth, darling. Thank you so much, Destiny, for sponsoring The Public Affair. More to come later. All right, guys, so I'm really excited about this episode because this is an old friend of mine from our early radio days, old colleague. We used to party hardcore back in the day, and he had no issue partying hardcore last night before the show. And you could tell all in his face, just sluggish. I want to introduce my friend, and it's so good to see you after so long, my friend Jayy R. Gaona. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Andrew. Thank you.
Okay, well, the way you walked in, it didn't look like you were doing good. What happened in Dallas last night? The life of a DJ or what?
It started off like we just went to go DJ and met up with a couple friends.
Yeah.
And it was kind of
any late night rendezvous or not? We don't want to get him in trouble now. Not like back in the day.
We're not gonna go back into those days, Andrew.
Yeah, we are. I definitely want to tap into those days because for anybody who doesn't know, me and Jayy R, I still work at Power 108, and then you were working on Lale for the most part, which are sister stations, and I've had the DJs on here. Shout out to Adrian, Renee, and Alex. And so I had them on the show as well, and they DJ at Lale as well. And so they're sister stations. So that's kind of how I met up with all of you guys. And we used to party at Junction 84. It was the days, wasn't it?
Dude, that was like every weekend kind of thing.
Oh my God, yeah. We had to stop. Like Latin night. And excuse me, why is your phone going off? You know when your phone rings on The Public Affair, you're going to have to answer.
It will. Okay. It's a snap.
So whatever side piece that was last night, you better tell her to put the brakes on, all right?
We're going to tell her, hey, we're on The Public Affair. Right
yeah,
now.
okay.
You can't answer.
Because we're going to keep it between us. No, man, but yeah, so that's how Jayy R and I know each other. You were all over town all the time, and then you kind of fell off from what it looked like to me, and we're going to get into that a little bit later, and hopefully you'll share what you want, because I want to know what happened to you. But before we get started, for anybody who doesn't know who you are, why don't you introduce yourself, where you grew up and all that jazz?
Well, my name is Jayy R. My actual name is Jose Juan Gaona.
How did I never know that?
Andrew didn't know that. A lot of people do not know that.
Yeah.
A lot of people do ask me where the name Jayy R came from.
Uh-huh.
So it's actually my whole family. I'm a junior.
Oh,
so
got you.
They all called me Junior.
Yeah.
And then over time, I was just like, hey, like I don't like being called Junior.
Okay.
how about Jay? And they were like, well, how about JR for the initials?
Oh,
and
yeah.
It kind of stuck.
It just kind of stuck. Okay, got you.
So people still call me JR. Actually, you're one of the few people that call me JR because a lot of people just call me Jay now. So
is that right?
It's like going, the R is like leaving. But I'm just like, hey, my name is JR, okay? And they're like...
The R is going to stick with me, darling.
But yeah, that's what the name came from.
Okay.
I'm actually, I am a DJ.
Yeah.
I did work in LA for a couple years. I was actually one of the youngest people on the radio.
Yes.
I think when I went on, I was about 17 or 18 years old.
Oh wow, really?
So yeah, I was still a baby.
Yeah.
I did end up staying there for like 2-3 years.
Yeah. On and off the payroll.
Yeah. I left and then I came back for a couple years again.
Yeah.
And then of course then I just started doing my own thing.
Yeah, right, definitely.
But yeah, shout out to Jaime for giving me the opportunity to work here.
Jaime's a public affair alumni as well. I had him on the show. We had to have this little conversation before he got, Jaime.
He's gonna call you in a minute. He's gonna be like, Andrew, why you got JR on there?
I know. As soon as I announce this episode, he's probably gonna call me.
He's gonna be like, why did you? Why should have put me again?
No, you know what? I had Jaime on the show. We know how Jaime is.
I watched this. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I would definitely say, we had a really good conversation prior to the show, which I've talked about on his episode, and I think our relationship has really strengthened since then. Because we all know how Jaime is. So shout out to Jaime. He is our program director for La Ley and Power 108. So yeah.
Yeah, and then also where I grew up, I grew up in Clifton, Texas. So a lot of people do not know. A lot of
He's
people
from the sticks, darling.
I am.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know where that's from.
Okay.
Where that is actually. It's actually about 45 minutes.
It's in the woods.
It's in the woods.
It's in the woods. Yeah. Okay.
Where I live, I actually lived in the country, so I had no cell phone service.
Yeah.
I would wake up in the mornings to go feed the goats, the cows, stuff like that. That's a lot.
Lame.
So, I ended up moving here in Waco about when I was like 60 years old.
Oh, okay,
15.
got you. Yeah.
I moved in with my grandma, and then I don't know. I just started hanging out with people, and they were like, "Hey, you kind of got a radio voice, man." Like, and then Jaime met me, and he was like, "You wanna work for us? All you gotta do is push some buttons."
How did you meet up with? First of all, do you want to crack open a beer because this is gonna get really spicy? So, I know that you're very hungover, Jr. But you came on the public affair and you asked me for a 6-pack of Modelo. All right.
I think I still look great for being hungover.
No, it's just if you guys can't see it in the camera, his eyes are bloodshot red. But you're tired. No, so that's kind of what I want to get into, man, because when I started at Power 108 6 years ago, you were already at the radio station. Right. I think you were one of the first people that I met in passing, and then we ended up like working more together. How did you get started there at the radio station?
So whenever I was there, I kind of like started going around a junction a lot.
Yeah.
Now, just typical go party and stuff like that.
God, them Junction 84 days, huh?
Yeah. And
I used to do some shit in the bathrooms. Keep it between us, Joe. Not us, not me and him.
Yeah.
But me and other people. Me and other people's husbands. Go ahead.
I didn't see anything. I wasn't there.
Nobody saw anything. I was great. Go ahead.
But I think the way it came out was I would actually go when Renee and Taz were playing there.
Yeah.
And Jojo used to play there too.
Oh, yeah.
But back his name was DJ Nero back in the day.
Okay, I got you. I know
so I would go over there, and then when Jaime wouldn't be like, when he wouldn't be talking on the mic, I would talk on the mic.
Okay, like MC.
So yeah. So I guess that's where Jaime realized that like this kid has like a voice.
Okay.
Like, he has a pretty good radio voice. Yeah. He knows how to talk. And eventually he just asked me one day. He was like, "Hey, like, do you want to work for the radio station?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Me?"
Duh.
I was like, because I sat there and thought about it. I was like, I looked at DJs like Renee, like Taz, and like Jojo, and I was like, they're so much older than me, and they got more experience. Like, why do you want me?
Right.
And he was just like, oh, like, we're just gonna hire you to run the show.
Yeah,
so I was running the Don Cheto show.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that's how I first met you. Because remember, you were following Cynthia. Shout out Cynthia, the business manager. Oh yeah. She was giving me a tour of the building, and then she
just stormed in.
She storms in, and it's fucking Jr. like head down on the table, just off air, sleeping, catching Z's. And I was like, wow, what a great.
I was tired that day too.
I'm sure you were. I see some things don't change, huh?
Yeah. But that's when I met you, and then that's basically what it started.
Okay.
And then
how long were you in radio before I came along?
I think I was there for about a year, almost 2.
Okay, got you.
Before you came around. Okay,
cool. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, so what was? Did you ever have an on-air break though? Like, okay, so you were doing Don Cheto in the morning, and at what point did they let you actually DJ on the air? Was that never a thing?
Yeah. So Jaime let me a couple times, you know.
Pachangon.
Yeah.
Was it with Pachangon?
Yeah, that's when he actually let me started doing it. Whenever Kutis would not be able to go, which shout out to Kutis.
Yes. Episode 3. He was my first episode to hit a K. Like, love Kutis. Love him.
Shout out to Kutis.
Yes.
He's a great guy. Amazing man. When he wouldn't make it to the Pachangon, Jaime just one day, doing his thing as always, just texted me. He goes, "Do you want to be on the Pachangon?" And I was like to run the show or like to talk? And he's like, "No, you're gonna talk." And I was like, "I don't know if I can do that." I was like, "Is it gonna be like? Is it gonna be like live? Like people are gonna listen or what?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "What do I say?" And he's like, "Just talk."
Yeah, exactly.
And we just got on there, and then a couple times Kutis couldn't make it, and I would run the show.
Mm-hmm. So were you doing it with Kutis and Mas Loco, or who was it when you were doing it?
It was me and Mas Loco and Kutis as well.
Shout out Mas Loco, I love him.
But yeah, they still to this day they still invite me. They're always like, hey, come to the Pachangon.
Yeah, it'd be a party at Pachangon, right?
Yes, that's exactly why I don't want to go, because those dudes be getting lit.
Yo, they get so lit on Pachangon. You can catch it every Sunday from is it 1 to 5?
I think it's 1 to 5. Yeah, it used to be 1 to 3.
Okay, yeah, no, they need more airtime because it's super. I used to go in there to record spots on Power 108, and then I would just happen to run into them. You know what I mean?
They would just happen to post a video with Andrew in the back.
Okay, no, we don't do that anymore. Okay. I don't drink a lot anymore.
Nobody drinks on the air.
No, we don't. That's an imaginary beer bottle.
Yeah, this one. It's Kool-Aid.
No, bro. Okay, so you know what? There was no question about it that back in the day we used to party like fucking rock stars, especially at Junction 84. I used to run into you a lot. Well, I would only go to halftime to see you DJ because I was never with the downtown scene. That was never my thing. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't Junction 84, I didn't want to go. I thought you were a pretty well-known DJ. What made you start DJing, like turning tables and stuff like that?
So the funny story about that, I started when I lived.
Did I say turning tables?
Yes.
My bad.
Which that's kind of the.
Is that the thing? Okay, I had a Dell in my head. Go ahead.
Well, it started when I lived in Clifton.
Okay.
I just saw, like I said, I looked up to Renee. I looked up to Taz. I looked up all to them. I remember I would go to the Mojos, to the quinceañeras and stuff like that. And I would see those guys playing, and I was like, dude, like, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
they're very nice guys too, aren't they? Yeah.
And they would throw some nice parties, and I would just be like, I want to be like those guys. And I remember, like, I started working out in the field, typical country boy. I started saving my money, and I bought my first controller. First controller, I bought it.
Yeah.
And I went to the pawn shop and bought my first laptop and everything. Hooked it up, and I basically called JoJo, and I was like, hey, I'm learning how to DJ. Can you teach me? And he was like, yeah, bro. And he's like, I'll teach you later. And then he comes over, and he's like, so this is the play button.
Okay, I got
you. He's like, and this is how you change the song. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, what else? And he's like, oh, you got to learn that on your own.
Oh my God.
I was like, what?
JoJo, damn it, man.
So I'm sitting there like, every day I just would get up, put a song, and then be like, okay, it sounds a little bit good here.
Okay, I got you. So what was your first break in DJing though? Like, what was your first gig where it was like, it's just you, nobody's there? And did it go good?
No, it didn't.
Okay, it did not.
It was a quinceañera. And of course, like any other DJ, I thought that it was just going to be something that you play music. They like every song that you play.
Yeah. Oh no.
But something you got to realize whenever you're a DJ is you can't play just the music that you like.
Right.
You got to play the music that everybody else likes.
Oh God, like Baby Shark.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So
I always thought that was like such a desperation song too, like something like that. You know. And so whenever I hear a DJ playing that, I'm like, oh no. They ain't doing their job.
But there's remixes now. There's remixes, so it's a little bit better.
I don't want to hear fucking Baby Shark when I go to the club. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear it. No, it's Baby Shark and the Wobble. If you have to play those two, it's a desperation to me. But I know a lot of people fuck with that. I hate line dances.
Whenever all is going to.
Yeah,
just, you put some line dances on.
And everybody comes out, right?
Yep, and everybody.
Fuck that. But don't you think it's annoying too? Because you know what? I talked about it before, and like what people don't understand is there's nothing more annoying, and correct me if I'm wrong here, to a DJ when somebody asks you to play a song and they're hounding you over it. Like they stand over or they show you on their phone, this is the song, this is the one I want you to play. How did you always feel about stuff like that?
Well, I have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Especially, like us, like that we play in the Hispanic scene.
Okay.
When these little bad boys start to kick in.
I would get one, but I'd be bloated and I'm trying to eat pizza after this. So yeah.
Well, whenever these start to kick in, you do have those little, those uncles in the family that come up to you and they're like, hey, play this song right here. They're gonna love it, and then you play it and nobody's dancing.
Yeah, exactly.
and then everybody's just looking at you. They're like, oh.
You know what? Because I was friends with a guy when we went to Junction 84 one time. I brought him and he was a sloppy drunk mess. And I remember him going up to Renee when he was DJing. And he was like standing over Renee, like on the computer, like, oh, look, it's this one. And I told him the next day, because he was drunk. And I told him the next day, I was like, you can't do that. That was embarrassing to me. You know what I mean? Like Renee's probably like, this motherfucker.
He was like, Andrew, he's one of those guys.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want anybody in my posse to be one of those guys because I knew, like, I never DJ'd. I was always just the MC. I was always, like, on Power 108. I don't.
Which you're a good MC, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I try. But like, I know what y'all like deal with and stuff like that because I was around you guys for so long. So for me to watch people in my camp be doing that, I'm like, no, get out. Let's go. Did you ever do anything at Fiestas Patrias?
Yes, actually, that Fiestas Patrias to me was one of like the best experience I ever had.
Yeah. It'd be lit backstage, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to go anymore. Jimmy, am I allowed to go?
I don't know, Jimmy. I still have my pass, so I think I can still get in.
Too, yeah.
As long as we put it on.
Yeah. Fiestas Patrias used to be lit. The band people used to come back there. Remember, you used to get free beer for Bud Light, and I would be giving away the beer. Jimmy would get so mad at me because I give the beer to the band people were hot as fuck. Like, well, of course I'm gonna give them a beer. Maybe they want to take advantage of me. You know what I mean?
You see Jimmy come around the corner. He's like, why are you giving my beer away?
That's not even your beer. You did not buy it. And let's just be clear. I used to buy my own beer for Fiestas Patrias. Okay.
I just stole Jimmy's.
Yeah. Oh, so that was you.
That was me.
Because for whatever reason, it got blamed on me. Okay.
That's because you were giving it to all the.
They were cute. What do you want me to do?
Not give them the beer?
Well, I wanted to because I wanted to give them something else besides the beer after that. Yo, man, like, okay, so with the DJing thing, obviously there was a lot of DJs in town. And how did you stay about, we used to know that one DJ, I'm not going to say his name. He used to work with us. I couldn't fucking stand him. I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about.
We're not going to say anything.
Yeah, because we're not giving him any promo, but I really couldn't fucking stand him. And how did you stay above the fray when it came to competition? Because I can recall a time where this is alleged, but that particular person heard that you were going to DJ somewhere and then told the owner of whatever establishment that he would be better than you. And then ultimately, I think got the job or just did. How do you stay above that? And is that true?
So yeah, like in the DJ world, you always have people who, well, I'm not going to say DJs. I think they're better than you.
Okay.
But I am going to say that.
Yeah.
So
I thought that DJ was trash. I'm sorry.
I did. I mean, everybody has their skill. Everybody has their style. And that's something that you need to realize whenever you're a DJ. You have to have your own style.
Okay, got you.
You have to have...
You can't copy nobody.
Right. So you have to have something that people know you for.
Right.
Like if we all play the same, then there'd be no... picking and choosing.
Okay,
it would just be, we're just gonna hire them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that did happen. Which I'm not a person that likes to go and be like, he took my job.
Yeah, for sure.
No. I let my work and my entertainment speak for itself.
Okay, I agree with you.
So basically, what I did, he did get that club away from me.
Okay.
Which I eventually got it back.
Yeah.
Because. Of course, yeah.
I want to say they don't DJ. And I don't want them to speculate. Like, anyway, go ahead. Because I'm scared. Everybody wants to kick my ass now, Jayy, and so I'm scared that person's gonna find me and want to kick my ass.
I got you.
Oh yeah, I need bodyguards. I do. You know what? I need bodyguards. Are you gonna be my bodyguard?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
I need a shirt that says the Public Affair right here.
I got you. My boy, Jay Carbajal, he makes my shirts, and we'll get you a Public Affair shirt. But I want you to rip the sleeves off. So that way they can see your guns. Yeah, right there. And then you just need to follow me. Because I'm telling you, I'm so scared to go out in public. Everybody wants to fuck me up for everything I say on the show.
That's why you were standing behind the rail, right?
Yeah.
You didn't want to get ran over.
No, but so like, how did that make you? Okay, because it's no secret that we used to work. You and that other DJ and myself, we all worked together. Did you feel that there was a sense of betrayal there, or was that just the business, or how did you like maintain that?
I just
or how did you move forward from that? Is my question.
The way you move forward from it is you just keep going.
Okay.
That's something you need to learn also in the DJ world is that you're gonna get your gigs, and someone might take them away.
Okay.
Someone might charge a better price. Somebody might, tell them this and that, and it'll go away. So, but you can't live with the like every day, like, oh man, I lost that gig.
But so how would you have went about it? Because from what I understand, that particular DJ really just kind of went and was like, oh no, I'm gonna be better than him. Like, why would you go? How do you do it the classy way and say, well, this is like what I'm offering? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you take another DJ's gig, basically?
Well, basically, I don't think I've ever taken anybody's. Well, yeah. I have. Okay. Well, the thing is that like they see how I play and how I talk. Because something about me when I play, like I love to play what everybody listens to.
Yeah, I got you.
But I also like to interact with my people. I like to interact with the crowd. Yeah. I'll go out there and I'll, dance with them. Yeah, or I'll walk around the whole club talking on the microphone and then run back and play another song. Play whatever, yeah. Yeah, so people like that you interact with the, with the crowd. With the crowd, right, yeah, exactly. So I feel like you don't really steal someone's job. Okay. It's just you have to be likable. I got you. And in the radio business, you have to be likable because you can't just be someone that only a few people like. Exactly. You have to have the whole Waco area like you. Oh yeah, for sure. No, I completely agree with you. And so many people told me, like, especially when I started working at Power 108, like, oh, you should DJ. Like, you'd be so good at that. And when I heard about that particular instance, it really turned me off because I was like, no, fuck that. Because like, I don't know how, like, we're supposed to be a team. It's one thing. What really struck me negatively about that situation was because that we all worked together in the same establishment. And I felt like it was a little backstabby, which really kind of solidified like my judgment towards that person, like kind of validated everything. Like, oh, really? Like, you know what I mean? That's what you did? Like, way to shit on him. You know what I mean? And so, like, when I heard that, it really turned me off from even wanting to, I had never wanted to pursue DJing to begin with. But, like, that was like, I can't handle that because I'll handle it different than you. Like, I would really go talk shit to that person. You know what I mean? And then get beat up. So, well, you got your security guards now. So, no, thank you so much. I need you. Gotcha. I had another security guard in mind, but we're no longer, like, we're cool. We're just not friends anymore. So, I don't know how that's going to work. But, so, I mean, we should talk about it. But, yeah, man. So, I mean, what was your style of DJing, though? Because, like, again, you were always the party one, though. Like, you were never, I saw you more with the crowd than at the actual table. Well, see, which might be a bad thing sometimes. Yeah, especially when the song would be really close to ending. You'd have to run back. Wait, because Jimmy never wanted to play Reggaeton Lento for me by Little Mix and CNCO. Like, I don't know why you never wanted to do that for me. And I did. Well, thank you. Remember, I used to tell you to download that song "Policeman" by Ava Simmons. Oh yeah. And I was like, Andrew, it's downloading. Yeah. Wait, you were being that guy, Andrew. Yeah, you were being that guy. But, excuse me, I never went up to you with no. Shut up. I never went up to you with my phone and said, "This is the song." You played it one time on your mix. I did. Yo, right? I used to, please tell the viewers, I used to get crunk as fuck at the club. Andrew was the life of the party. Thank you. I don't do that no more though. I don't. Andrew, you were the life of the party. Every time that we played, I loved honestly seeing you go out there, man, 'cause I was like, if it was just a crappy day and nobody was dancing, Andrew'd be the main one. Sure would. That dance floor was my fucking bitch. Okay. I used to own that shit, especially Jimmy will tell you at Junction 84. I don't care what nobody says. Upstairs, that shit wasn't gonna start until I'm sorry. Oh, when he was playing at the was it called Barroco or was it? I don't remember what it was called. It was Latin night, like, you know what I mean, like with the reggaeton mix and all that shit. What the fuck was it called? I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't know because they moved it around a lot. They did. They had 20 different names. But I used to go up there and own shit. I'm sorry. Like, I know. I would walk up there and I'd stick my head around. I'd see Andrew. There's Andrew right over there. But you know what? I don't do that shit no more. Like today, like I'm in my sweats and my Destiny's Desires t-shirt. And like I just love nothing more than on the weekend, like when I'm not working or doing the public affair Power 108 because I'm a busybody, darling, is just staying in my house naked as fuck and playing Nintendo. That's all I want to do. You know what I mean? I mean... Yeah, for the most part. And then I always recall a party that we had at your house too, because that's how I met my friend Rico. Yes. And so, remember, because I got crunk at that party too. Yes, remember? Yeah, that's the day you started giving women advice on how to keep their men. Yeah, that one couple got really mad at me though. I hope they're still. I love them. Shout out. I don't want to name them because I don't think I think they're really conserved, but I do. I love both of them, but I think they were a little turned off by me. Yeah, because I was excuse me. Some of the girls, they were asking me about anal. Yes, they were. And so I was just giving them advice. Like, hey, obviously, I know. Advice. I'm sorry, Dad. Dad watches the show, but they were giving me advice, and it's like, if you want to keep your man fucking and so, no, and then they were asking me if they should play with their man's assholes too. And dudes do like that. Yes, they do. No, we don't. Yes, y'all do. We don't. Maybe not anything up it, but they like. Yes, they do. I think that day, the party, I was actually cooking outside, and then I walked in, and all I heard was, "Yeah, butt stuff." And I'm like, "What?" I remember because then I wanted to play spin the bottle. I was like, "Andrew, what are you talking about?" And they were like, "He's telling us about butt things." Because they asked me. Let's make that very clear. Everybody outside of that
that couple who, again, I love. They're just a little bit more conserved. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And so everybody, the girls, they were asking me questions. They need to shut up. Yes, they were. Okay. And you know what? Claudia was there too. She was on this episode. I don't think she was one of the ones that was asking me. Shout out to Claudia.
Oh, no. Dude. All those things that are like, it's just so crazy how
was so
stuff has
long
changed.
ago, right? Seriously.
Because we used to hang out.
Oh, we do. Yo, we used to get drunk as fuck. And I just...
At my house.
At your house. And I don't do that shit no more, man. I'm sorry. I'm lame as fuck now. I'm so lame.
You look at me. I did this yesterday and I feel like I'm going to die.
No, seriously. I had some drinks on Super Bowl and the next day, because I work out now. And so I felt so bloated and I felt like I betrayed myself and I was so upset and I laid in bed all day depressed and I was like, how can I do that to myself? I worked so hard for this hot, sexy body, dog. Right? Because I was bigger. I was bigger back in the day. Absolutely.
Andrew, guys, has lost a lot of weight.
Thank you.
It's time that I met him. He's doing great.
Thank you. Okay, look, I want to get into that we digress, but those were the days, man. I missed you. I missed you so much. Keep in mind, I haven't seen Jay. How long has it been since we've seen each other? It's been at least a year.
It's been a long time, dude. Yeah. I know it's, well, you know, when I moved, I was gone for 3 years.
Okay.
When I moved to College Station first, and I was there for 2 years.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about because, not to cut you off, but you kind of fell off from what I saw. I mean, you were all over social media. You were very involved. Was it 5-Star Nutrition?
Yes.
Okay. You were very involved with them, your body. You were always working out. You were always at the clubs. You were always partying.
Are you trying to say my body's not?
You look great. You look absolutely hot. That you do. I've always told you that. And you've maintained a really good body image. And I'm really happy that when I saw you come back, you weren't like fat and slouchy. Like you still looked really good. What the fuck happened?
So I mean, I don't know. Where do you want to get into?
Okay, like, so I remember you told me that you were moving to Bryan College Station. Did you get a girlfriend at the time?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Okay. First of all, why did you leave? And then what happened? And why are you just now returning?
So basically what happened was I was working for 5-Star Nutrition.
Okay.
Which shout out to those guys. I still buy their supplements. I still represent them.
There's one guy there who I'm friends with on Facebook, the tall white guy, really buff. He's very kind. He said he watches the show sometimes.
I don't know his name, but I call him Enrique.
Is it Justin? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Justin.
Is it Justin? Glasses?
Yes,
he's
Justin.
very nice. Yeah, he said he's seen like one episode. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, he's always been my manager in that area, in that job. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Basically, the reason I moved into College Station area was because he offered me the position to be a manager over there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So here I was just a sales representative,
right?
Whatever. And then he one day asked me, he's like, "Hey, do you want to move to College Station?
Right.
You'll get more pay. You'll be a manager over there. Like, you know, they'll help you with your move." And I was like, I was young. I was like 21 at the time. Yeah. So I was like, College Station. I didn't know what that was.
Right.
And then people were like, dude, it's A&M. There's girly girls. Like
it's like a city. It's
a city, but with nobody older. There's gonna be your age. And I was like, dude, I'm in.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go.
And you were 21 at the time.
Yeah, and I was 21 at the time.
So in your mind, just not real quick, you're thinking, ooh, big city life, parties every day, college girls, I'm in. Okay, go ahead.
So I went over there, and then it was great. Honestly, College Station was a great time.
I love College Station. It's so cute.
I loved it. Yeah. I think I came back over here when I was like 24.
Okay.
Like when I was over there, I was like in the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
Even though it was drinking, because over there it's crazy, dude. Like you will get drunk on a Tuesday.
It's college girls.
And then like go to work on a Wednesday and then get drunk again that same day. And I was like, I'm so used to just drinking on the weekends. Like, you know, somebody tells you, hey, we're gonna drink on the weekends. But no, it was like every day.
Right.
And then I had roommates, of course. So I would get home, you know, from work all tired, and they're like, oh, we're gonna go drink. And I'm like, no, we're not.
No, yeah.
And they're like, dude, you're gonna go, and they would take me out.
Were they people that you knew? Were they like college roommates?
Dude, they were actually friends from Clifton.
Okay, cool.
Like, they were, you know, like childhood.
Yeah. I got you.
So they were cool.
Okay.
I went there. Like I said, I spent 4 years there.
Okay.
In that time, I did meet a girl.
Okay.
So I did have a girlfriend the last 2 years that I was there in College Station. And I ended up they closed that store down.
Right.
It wasn't doing so great. Not my fault.
Okay.
Justin.
The manager, but it wasn't his fault.
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I got you.
No, so they ended up closing that store and Justin brought me back.
Okay.
Which in my, like, it was better for me because, like I said, I had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
So, and my girlfriend lived in Arlington.
Oh,
so instead of me driving from College Station to Arlington, which was 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like me moving back to Waco, I was like, okay, now it's only an hour and a half.
Got you.
So I came back. I stayed here for a little bit, and then I don't know. I basically ended up leaving 5-Star.
Yeah.
And
who's snapping you? Excuse me. I heard that. Okay.
That's a lot of people.
All right. Yeah.
But we can't answer them at the moment.
Oh yeah, we're going to next one. Go ahead. I let you slide.
So yeah, I ended up just I moved to Arlington.
Okay,
I think you guys knew about that too.
I don't remember you moving to Arlington. I remember you moving to College Station. I just never heard from you ever again. Were you DJing in College Station?
Yes, I was.
You was, okay.
It was like College Station over there. They had Latin music. They had Mexican nights as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And plus, I knew people over there, so it wasn't like I went into a town that was because it's it's Bryan College Station.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I used to go with JoJo / Nero.
Yeah,
I used to go with him to Bryan to play at clubs there all the time when I was like 16, 17 years old.
Okay.
So I knew a lot of people over there.
Right.
And then
that was a time for you to experiment, by the way. Got you. Okay,
I was gonna agree to that, but then I thought about it.
You thought about it. Yeah, I almost got you. Go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, I went over there and it was.
Did you experiment with butt stuff with the girls?
I did not, Andrew. I definitely did not.
You're still young. How old are you?
I'm 27 now.
You'll thank me later.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we will. All right. So then you moved to Arlington. Okay. So then what happened there? Because that's what I'm saying. I feel like for a long time you kind of just took a break out of social media. I didn't hear from you. Where was Jayy R at? He went from being everywhere to nowhere. He just disappeared. Your fans on. And then part of the reason why I invited you back on the show is like, number one, I want to catch up with you. Number two, I see you doing your DJ thing again. And what the fuck happened? Was there something that happened that you're just not sharing with us?
Well, actually, a lot of people, when I came back, as you could see on the social media, when I came back on Facebook itself, a lot of people were like, dude, what happened? Where were you at? Like, yeah. So, of course, when you asked me to come on here and talk about stuff like that, I was like, yeah, a lot of people have been asking me. So I'm just going to tell you guys now. That way y'all stop asking me.
Okay, yeah. They're going to catch it on the public affair. Go ahead.
Well, I ended up moving into Arlington. This is kind of like a situation, but
yeah, okay, go ahead.
But yeah, like I ended up moving to Arlington to be with my girlfriend.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was over there, and for like 3 years.
Okay, gotcha.
I wasn't really doing anything over there other than working, trying to find myself.
Right.
Because I was trying to find myself in a bigger city. Here in Waco, of course, like I already
biggest
knew.
mistake y'all be making. Y'all don't even fucking know it. I'm telling you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Trust. I agree with you now.
Yeah. Because we're gonna get right into that. Because I couldn't wait for you to say something like that. But go ahead.
Well, I ended up, like Waco. I know everybody here. Everybody knows me.
Right.
So I decided to move to Arlington for one, to be closer to her.
Right.
Because that was my girlfriend.
Right. Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
you guys are not together no more.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, you chick, whatever, bitch. Damn. I mean, she's not a bitch. I'm just like, I don't know you. Like, you know what I mean? My bad. Damn.
We're not gonna get
did that like hit us? Yeah, you don't have to tell us why. I just wanted to know if you were still with her or not.
No, we're not.
Shout out to the girl.
But shout out to her. She's
doing her thing in Arlington.
Doing her thing.
Okay, big city girl doing big city things with big city other things. Go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
No, well, I ended up moving over there. And I don't know, dude. I just, kind of just cut everybody off from the Waco area, and I was trying to find myself over there.
Okay, got you.
I did meet a lot of people over there, and I still work with a lot of people from the Dallas area.
Yeah.
That's why I go over there a lot.
Okay, got you.
But basically, I was there for 3 years. Things didn't really work out with me and her. Okay. Which we're not gonna get into.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no.
But
I don't want her in my DMs either. So just please. Okay.
No, I mean it was nothing bad. Shout out to her. She's doing her own thing.
People grow apart. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
She's doing her own thing. I'm doing my own thing.
Good for her.
No hard feelings or anything like that. Amazing person.
Yeah, for sure.
But it just didn't work out. So I ended up coming back. Of course, you run back to where you're from.
Right.
Because I wasn't going to stay there
south. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I came back, and the first thing I did, I was like, dude, I just need to find myself again, because I lost myself over there. I went to a city to find myself, and I lost myself.
Now, when you say that you lost yourself over there, and then you kind of mentioned that you were cutting people off, were you just like partying? You're in the big city now. There's more to do. Were you just like focused on partying and just like doing, I don't want to say experimenting because that's gay, but which you should have, but find out what you like, JR, you know what I mean? But no,
I had a girlfriend, Andrew.
That don't stop none of the men that slide in my DMs. No. But honestly, so what were you doing in Arlington to find yourself? Because here's the thing. There's so many, I love this town. I love Waco. I'm from Long Island, so it's big city. You know what I mean? And I just feel like people from this town are so quick to want to be like, oh, I'm moving to Dallas or Austin or Houston or Arlington, whatever, because it's bigger and there's more opportunity and there's more to do and fuck this town and this and that. Then y'all go out there and your life's a hot ass mess.
And we come back.
Yeah, and then you come back and then you make stupid ass decisions. Like, I just don't understand why people think moving to a big city is going to afford you more opportunity or is going to be better for you. You live in a small town. Keep that in mind. Don't do anything fucking stupid, and then you won't be the talk of town. Right. So like, what was it about it? Like, what can you tell people that was just like, was there a negative connotation behind it, or?
Oh yeah. So honestly, like living in a big city, I hate it. Okay. Never again in my life. So the only thing I didn't like about it was, for one, the traffic. Okay. Here in Waco, we have everything like 10, 15 minutes
everything's
away.
so close. I love this. Yeah.
Yeah. 10, 15 minutes away. Everything's there.
Right.
Over there, like when I would go to the gym, I would get lazy to go to the gym because it was 10 minutes away, but it would take me 30 minutes to get there.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I would just be sitting there in traffic.
Right. For no reason. Just traffic. Yeah.
And then, of course, the another thing was like, anywhere you went, it was a drive.
Right.
When I went to work, it was a 45-minute drive just to get up to go to work.
Right.
Horrible.
Lame.
Yeah. Right. So that's the thing I didn't like about it. Of course, everything over there is more expensive.
Okay.
You get paid more.
Yeah.
But it's more expensive. So I always tell that to everyone, and they're like, "Oh, like the Dallas Fort Worth area, you get paid more."
Right.
I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you do, but the cost of living there is higher.
Exactly.
So you get paid less here, but the cost of living is less here.
Yeah.
So
I just don't understand why people really want to escape this town to go live in a big city like that. Do you know what I mean? Like for fucking what though? Like what do you?
Well, I did it. Honestly, I did it for love. So I left to
fucking love.
So that was the reason I went. I ended up liking it. I was pretty miserable the whole time I was there.
Are you happy to be back?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm happy to be around the people that know me. The people that which I'm not. The people that I met over there in the Arlington area. They're all great people, like amazing people. Shout out to all the people that helped me while I was there.
Yeah, totally.
All the people who took care of me.
Right.
Even like the people like this shirt right here. By the way, Liz Creations with a sunflower.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who makes my t-shirts.
She makes your shirts. Okay.
Right. She makes my t-shirts. She's the one who makes my cups. Shout out to her. Great, amazing person. So I never had anything negative to say about the people.
Right.
The only thing that I noticed that we're so like little town people that we see these things that, like, even going into the store, you go to the gas station and the first thing, like, oh, how are you? Have a good day. Thank you.
Right.
And then I get over there and I'm like, I walk into the store the first time and I'm just like, oh yeah, let me get 20 on pump 3, please. And she's like, on 3. And I'm just like, yeah. And then I'm like
they're less friendly.
Yeah. And I was like, have a good day. She goes, bye. I was like,
bitch.
Why are they rude here?
No, man, that's what I'm saying though. Like I just wish that our peers, like, we're around the same age, and I just wish that our peers would really see, like, you have to make opportunity for yourself. I had Rocco the Barber on here and we talked about it as well. Like, everybody's so quick to say that there's no opportunity in Waco, but nobody's creating opportunity in Waco. Right. You know what I mean? And that's why we can now, like, pave these ways for people to come up and say, like, oh, look, they're doing it. Why can't I do it too? Type thing. I mean, do you agree with that? Or
yeah, because Waco's growing.
Yeah,
Waco is growing.
Sure is.
There's so much stuff. A lot of people, all my friends from over there, they're always like, hey, we're gonna go visit you. What is there to do over there? I'm like, dude, we have Top Golf now. Like, we have a bunch of things that are growing. Like, don't come yet because we don't have anything yet. But when it opens, come.
Yeah, I got you, man.
But he does have, he did say something good there about we need to create what we do.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree. Like, I have a cousin all the time. I love her, but she always tells me, like, when are you going to move to, like, Austin or something to do what you're doing? But, like, I already started it here and it's like lit as fuck. Like, why would I, I will eventually make my way to those markets. But for right now, like, Waco's riding with me.
Yeah.
So let me, drive this train, and then wherever it takes me, it takes me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, well, I mean, I'm really happy that you're back. I missed you. I know we didn't hang out often, but we partied together a lot. Things have changed in the last few years. I've made a lot of, different decisions in my life now. Do I still sleep with straight men? Yes. But, whatever. But I don't drink a lot anymore. I don't party. I don't go to the club anymore. It's just not my thing, man. You know what I mean?
I think the last time you saw me, like, I didn't even have a beard or anything. I was just
no, you were just a little baby. Yeah. Just looking all the bitches. Like, it was always a different girl every time behind the TJ booth. I'm like, I don't remember your name. I'm not going to learn it. Like, you know what I mean?
Like,
not to put you on blast or anything.
No, that was the old Jayy R.
Yeah.
That was the old Jayy R. Okay?
So like, going through that, did you have a hard time? I mean, do you have a hard time now, like, maybe falling in love again? Like, are you just kind of living the single mingle life, or what's going on with that?
No, there is a person out there that has my heart.
Oh, we're just not gonna name her.
We're just not gonna name her.
Okay, hey girl.
Or
guy.
No, right now, I'm just taking it day by day.
Good for you,
because basically, like, me and my ex-girlfriend were together for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those people that likes to move on like super quick.
Yeah.
I want to take my time to like find myself again.
I got you.
Like I told you. So yeah, I'm just taking it day by day. Of course, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I've never had problems in the area of talking to women.
Of course not. There was always anyway.
Well, see, that's because the thing is that I'm just I did have a lot of haters because of that too.
Yeah.
But the thing was that I'm just a talkable person.
Yeah,
I can talk to you all day.
I got you.
And
you're always a likable person.
Yeah.
I like.
If you don't like me, that's your problem.
Well, exactly. Yeah. When I first met you, I liked you. I was like, oh, he's nice. You know what I mean? Whatever. Are you still doing the 5-star nutrition? Are you still working out like you used to, or like what's the story with that?
Well, I'm still doing the 5. Like I still work with those guys.
Okay.
Like I don't work at the store,
right.
I still basically take their supplements. I still give them shout outs, stuff
Gotcha.
like that. Yeah, I'm still working out.
Okay.
I'm just not like into it as I was before.
Right.
Back then I was like humongous. I was 210 pounds.
Yeah. You were like fucking the Hulk, bro. I was like, God damn. You know what I mean?
And now I think I weigh like 188. So it's like I'm still pretty like lean. I still have muscle and everything.
You look good, yeah.
But I'm going more for the I'm going for the leaner look.
Okay,
now.
got you.
Because I want to be active. I don't want to be that guy that's like walking around.
No,
I got tired of that. I was always tired. Always.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since I lost 40 pounds, I like that I could fit into smaller shirts now. It's really great, and I can shop at the clearance aisle. So, you know what, man? Well, like I said, I'm really happy that you're back. So you're getting back into DJing, or not that you ever stopped, but you're kind of being more active with it now. Right. So you DJ with do you DJ with Taz, Renee, and Alex on the weekends, or that's your thing?
So basically, I started hanging out with Alex and Taz again.
Okay.
Like, cause you saw we do the live shows on Fridays.
Yes.
We just started doing it. I brought it up. I was like, hey, Taz, like, let's do a live mix, and now it's just becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Which it's good. We get a lot of people that jump on there, and
you haven't lost your touch either. You look great. Like, no, honestly, it sounds great, and I love those guys so much. And you're doing your thing, and I'm just really happy to see that you're back. You look vibrant. You know what I mean? And so I
don't look very glowy today. But.
Not today. Well, you have the hangover look going on.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But no, like, okay, so you get with them and you say, let's do this. And so what's the future for that?
So we're basically gonna just keep doing it. See where it goes. Every week we feel like we get more and more people.
Yeah.
Start watching, and which is a good thing. I love what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I hope that it does grow. Because it also gets us like more people to hire us.
Yeah. For sure.
Every time, honestly, ever since I came back to Waco and I started my social medias again, it started just being me.
Yeah.
I started growing. That's what I love about Waco.
Yeah.
I came back and honestly, Waco opened their arms for me.
Yeah.
It was like if I never left.
But I'm sure it has a lot to do with the way you treat people as well, because you're not a mean-spirited person either. Yeah. So that's what a lot of people don't understand. If you're nice to people, you get rewarded with things. If you're a dick, you know what I mean?
Then nobody likes you.
Nobody fucking likes you, and then you end up looking like a homeless person at some club that nobody goes to, and then you DJ there. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, that's what I like about Waco. I came back and a lot of people were like, "Oh, like, you're back." Like, what? Except for Jaime, of course. He's like, we didn't miss you.
Tell Jaime shut up. I missed you.
Jaime missed me.
Yeah, he did. He just
missed my memes.
Yeah,
on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. Then he makes them his status.
Yeah, he copies my memes.
Yeah, I got you, man.
No, but that's what I like about coming back to Waco. I basically where I left off, it was right back to that.
Good.
And a lot of people were
right back up.
Yeah, a lot of people were like excited to have me back. And honestly, since I came back, I am fully booked for this month, next month, and the month after that.
Oh, good. I'm happy
with
to hear
gigs.
That. Yeah.
And it's like it just shocked me because I'm just like, dude, like y'all haven't heard from me in forever. Right. But it's like everybody's like, dude, you're back. Like,
well, you were reputable. People liked you. You're a people person. I'm so happy to see that you're back. You look great, man. I hope that I'll come see you. I'll come, I don't drink a lot no more, but I'll take a shot with you. I've taken shots of, I'm not gonna drink no beer. I'll buy us a nice little shot.
That's not fair. You took a shot with Renee and
I did, but that was the Pucanas. And I told you guys when I drink Pucanas, I end up sliding in people's DMs that I have no business sliding in. And excuse me, when I had them on the show, I was not working out or anything at the end. So you caught me at a bad time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember I actually watched that show. Whenever I saw them, I was laying in bed and I was just sitting there watching it like with my phone.
Yeah.
And watching you, and then they were like, you were kind of drunk already, and I was like, Andrew's definitely drunk.
You could tell, right? Yeah. And I did take a shot on my last episode. So if we would have had a bottle, I would have took a shot with you. But beer is not my thing anymore. Sorry.
You could have brought a Don Julio.
Well, neither are shots either. I don't know. Like whatever. Just it has to be in the moment. Anyway, so where can our listeners see you guys doing your DJ thing on social media?
So you just gotta basically check us out on Facebook. Okay. You can look at mine. It's Jayy Gaona. Okay. It's spelled Jayy and then last name Gaona, Gaona.
Yeah.
Or you can go to DJ Alex, or Adrian Vaquera.
Yeah.
We tag each other, so basically anybody there, and we tag Andrew too. We'll tag you the next one.
Well, I kind of want to go to the show one time and join you guys. Yeah, you know,
it's in the garage, so but
they talked about the garage on their episode.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The garage is legendary.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, you can go, dude.
I will. I'm gonna stop by one time, and they're public affair alumni. I love those DJs.
You can be our MC.
I will. I'll do it
because I'm getting tired of doing it.
Okay, I can MC. I'll MC all day. You know me. I don't give a fuck. Then I'll drink with you guys.
Oh yeah, we always drink.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'm gonna drink the Buchanans.
I think I'm always drunk by the end of the mix.
Yeah,
everybody always says that. Like if you look at the comments, like if you literally look at the comments at the end, they're like, he's drunk already.
Yeah. If I start trying to make out with Jayy R, y'all don't invite me.
If you see us disappear, don't worry about it.
Jayy R, thank you so much for coming onto the show again. You look so great. I really appreciate you coming by. What's next for you, man?
So I'm just gonna take it day by day.
Okay.
I am starting on a music thing.
Oh.
I'm actually starting a band. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get into that later.
Okay, got you.
But I'm doing that. I'm working on music. I'm gonna start doing my working out again. And I do have my own business too. We basically do remodelings and stuff like that. So. I'm doing a lot.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for you. Well, I'm ready to see the band. What kind of band is it going to be? Give us something.
It's definitely going to be Mexican music.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be a little bit of style like norteña groups and a little bit
about them. It's just like, my type is needs papers.
You can give us a beer if you want.
I got you. I sure will. Yeah, I'll sponsor you. What's up? Well, thank you again. I appreciate you coming on to the Public Affair. It is so good to catch up with you. It's so good to see you, man. To everybody who tunes into the Public Affair, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe. YouTube.com/The Public Affair. The subscribe button's right there. I definitely want to give a shout out to a few more of our sponsors of the Public Affair. This episode is also brought to you by Elite Barbershop with my boy Sid Rodriguez. Look, my hair's all cute, right? He's located on Hewitt Drive. You can download the Cut app or call the number on the screen to book your appointment. He also has Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, and Santos Cordova. They're making you look all hot and sassy for the weekend, darling. Sid, thank you so much for sponsoring the Public Affair Elite Barbershop. You're the best, man. Of course, the Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, which Dominic has me crying at the gym every morning now because he went up all weights. But I look great, right? Located on Franklin Drive, he offers team, small group, and individual skill training. They also open play on some Friday nights, and they also specialize in soccer training with Dominic Gutierrez and fitness training with Dominic Gutierrez and Isaac and London Carrillo. Thank you so much for Soko Soccer Academy. Of course, also, they're back. I'm so happy. Fat Boy Michelada Botana. Have you tried them yet?
No, I haven't.
What? You have to go. So delicious. I've been dying to roll around in a botana tray. It's so delicious. He provides the best micheladas and botana plates for yourself or for a party. So I'll bring it to the mix. He's locally operated. I will. And make sure you get the best, not the rest, darling. Make sure you call the number on the screen to order your botana tray. It's really fucking delicious. Thank you, Junior Banda, for sponsoring. And of course, again, to Joe Olvera with Inspire Roofing and Home Improvement. He focuses on commercial and residential roofing, also 25-year and 30-year shingle roofs, and all exterior needs. So make sure you call the number on the screen with my boy Joe Olvera with Inspire Roofing and Home Improvement. Thank you so much, Joe, for sponsoring the Public Affair. To all my viewers, to my producer, to everybody who rides with this podcast, episode 38, I'm elated. Thank you guys so much for riding with this podcast. The Public Affair is not going anywhere, darling. And don't forget to always keep it between us.